All good, all well. We have our first snow in Maryland. So we've been out all morning, of course, because the reason you homeschool is so that you have the snow days whenever you choose. Snow days just mean go outside. Go outside right away. Go outside. Fantastic. Such a treat. So we have been up and out into the woods. The best news that I have for you this morning, as we are on day 27, which is quite remarkable, day 27 of our sequence. January 1st will be the first of our new year. We'll begin the first of our next 40-day sequences right there. And next year we will be moving from the base energy center to the second, to the third, to the fourth, to the fifth, 6, 7, 8. So spending 40 days moving through each of the aspects of our body, each of the aspects of our life. And it's just an opportunity to really understand what that provides for us, what it feels like when it's aligned, when it isn't aligned. Each of those 40 days will have a yin practice on Fridays. Each of those will have a soundtrack that goes with it. Each of it will have printables so that you can cut out your own cards and put them with you. Like next year will be just really taking its own form. And so this morning I woke up a bit funky, a little bit off center. The way that I was describing it to Adam was it felt like I was bumping into the internal furniture. You know, we kind of have the lay of the land inside of us, and I was just bumping into whatever was inside of me and feeling put off. And so after my meditation, I opened my book for next year and looked at my notes and did our sequence for January. And the oils on my feet, all trees, cedar and fir and black spruce and a little bit of wild orange, just like remembering the ground, standing tall. The kriya, the breath, the movements, I was sorted, settled, rooted, rising. And these are all the things that we need out of the very base energy that allow us to take the first step into our day. So that was just fantastic, and I'm really, really looking forward to the January energy and the January movement. How great to turn to our work as a tonic for the day. So bring your palms together, heart high. Ang Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. The weather, the knowledge, the wisdom, the lineage, the teachings, the unfoldings, the news, the circumstance. I bow to all of it. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. What I know, what I don't, what is familiar, what feels like upset, what feels like despair, what feels like familiarity. Outside and in, I am guided. I bow to it all. 3 times with me now. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists. Start your playlist at horizon. And then come to stand. If you prefer, try it quiet. Whatever you choose. We start there. And you put it off. So step into the top of your mat, forgive me. The beauty of the Bluetooth. Here we go. And lifting your hands to your hips. What you're going to do is walk about on the tips of your toes, right? And with the tips of your toes, until you can stand tall, steady, hands down, heels down, And then inhaling, hands up, heels up. Hands down, heels down. Inhale. And sit down. Inhale up. Exhale down. To rise. Hands stay high and down. Good. Step your left foot back, look to your hands, turn your thumbs forward, soften your front knee, folding over. Hands to the back, and then inhale, sweep wide, rising tall. Exhale, fold, backs of your hands to your spine. Inhale up. And fold. And rest. Last time, folding forward, pausing. Left hip wraps forward, right hip back, spine long, chest broad. Steady breath. To reach wide and high. And step up. Right foot steps back, left knee soft. Thumbs point forward and fold. Backs of your hands to your spine. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale down. And one more time to rise. And fold. So the backs of your hands on your spine, one on the other. Right hip wraps forward, left back. From your left hip going back, your left foot down and forward, your right foot down and back. Spine long, chest broad. Releasing, reaching high. Use your fingertips to step up. Reach wide, thumbs point down. And stand. Take your blocks inside the left foot and warrior two. So you're bending your left knee, hands go wide. Inhale, hands up high. And then exhale, bend the left knee, hands down. Good. Inhale up. And down. To rise. And to rest. Good. One more. And then bending your left knee, bending your left elbow, begin to move across to warrior two, to reverse. The legs are strong, the arms are strong. None of it is simply coasting. Elbow to thigh, right hand extends out of your right heel, and then the right hand draws the left hand up, and then the left hand draws the heart up. So that you're shifting side to side out of this strong base to warrior two, to reverse. To one more full cycle, elbow to thigh, that if we were to do this each day, we get stronger, more graceful. So that the elbow to thigh will stay. Right hand reaching over. Bring your right elbow down, look down. Inhale, reach out, look up. Exhale, elbow down, look down. Inhale, look up. Feet are strong, legs are strong, elbow down. And then reaching to pause. Left hand at the knee or hands down to the block. Or if you're making a little more space, just one block. Turn your chin from shoulder to shoulder. Any last stickiness through the chest or the throat until you can stay. Reach your right hand up as you look down. Reach back, reach back, reach back, reach back, and then down to your blocks. Take them inside the right foot. Left hand sweeps back. Warrior two. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, bend. It is magic outside. Inhale up. Snow. Good. One more. Strong into the back heel, up out of the hip. And then widen and pause. Elbow to thigh, left hand overhead. Beginning to move side to side. Reversing, right knee stays bent. And you're reaching into your fingertips and you're strong in your legs. We become intentional, directing our actions and enjoying the vast inner space that we're clearing the way for. Warrior two, last one, elbow to thigh, stay. Left elbow to rib, look down. Reach overhead, look up. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Good. Now as you reach overhead, stay. And the right hand down to the blocks, adjust them in any formation that suits where you're at today. And then turn your chin shoulder to shoulder. But you could clear the upper back, the throat, the neck, right to the top of your head, and look up and pause. Right knee bends. 40% of your weight in your right hand. And the left hand reaching up, look down. Reach your left hand back, and back, and back, and then down to your blocks. Take both blocks and step up to the top of your mat. Happy Wednesday. Good morning. Hands up high. Put a bend in your knees, sweep wide, slide down the backs of your legs and fold. Slide up the backs of your legs and unfold. And then widen down. Rising up tall. Folding down. Hands to the blocks if they need to be, or hands on shins. Lift halfway, tail back, spine long. Knees stay bent, fold down further. Lift halfway, lengthening out. Folding down. Exhaling. Inhale, halfway up. Good. And fold, and fold, and fold. Shoulders away from your ears. Knees soft, heels down, hips high. Try to widen your seat, widen your back. Hands down to the floor. Step your feet back and add your blanket into the center for your knees. Both feet to the left side. Step your left in front of your right and bring your knees down in that cross-legged posture. So left knee is in front of right, and we'll fold the hips back between the heels. Here's exhalation. Rising into hands and knees. Here's inhalation. Exhale, fold back. And then inhale, let your hips wash side to side. And from that, fold back to pause. The hands are heavy. The elbows drop. The head drops. The breath gets bigger. The body at rest. Big breath into the back of your body. To rise up. To tuck toes. Cross your right in front of your left. Knees down. Folding back. Just starting roads if you want to hook up your soundtrack to mine, or if you're going quiet today, enjoy the quiet. Fold. Inhale. Make your way back and take your time. And take your time.
Tuck your toes, uncross your legs, downward facing dog. Walk the dog, bend one knee and then bend the other. So that you can open the soles of your feet, that you can move your hips side to side and open the sides of the back. And then knees soft, hands down and away. The heart floats away from the hands, and the hips float away from the heart, and the heels drop. Good. Set your blanket aside and come walking your feet to your hands. Set your blocks forward. Building a squat. Heels may be on the floor or floating, hands out deeply. And on your exhalation, bend your elbows, bringing your upper arms against your shins. Deep little curving squat. Inhale, reach up. Now exhale as you draw your hands back, lift your heart. Inhale forward, and exhale back, heart through the hands. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, draw back, put your palms together, put your thumbs to your heart to your thumbs. Each day we just get a fraction of an inch deeper, the heels toward the floor, the inner feet down toward the floor, the inner knees hug the body, the heart comes up, and then sit down and roll back, building a bridge. Good. Heels are directly beneath your knees. As you lift your hands, stand in your heels to float your hips. Find the first one. And on an exhale, roll your spine down to the floor. Your seat is last. Stand in your heels, hips up. Inhale, hands up. And rolling down. Exhale. To roll up. Inhale. And roll down. Exhale. To roll up. Keep your hips up, elbows down. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another. The body gets long, the breath is steady. And then rolling down through the back of your body, rolling down through the backs of your hips, hands on thighs. Bring your knees to your chest so the seat rolls off the floor. And then heels to the sky, hands overhead. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, heels up, hands up. Exhale, in. Good. Good. Work right there. Or hands beside the heels. So you're not helping your legs, or adding on even more, nose between the knees, lifting up as you reach towards your feet. Close your eyes. Good. 3, 2, 1. Feet down if you choose, hands beneath your seat, and then the heels up. Inhale, open, exhale, cross. Inhale, exhale. Eventually the legs are precise, very, very straight, feet very flexed, space between the toes. But if your hamstrings are tight or your low back feels tight, put a bend in your knees. Make it a little bit modified, would look like that. And just work towards straight as you can. As you cross, turn your heels in. Your toes out a little bit. Just get a little further rotation and down into the back of the hip. Good. And then keeping your heels wide, hands on your inner thighs, press your thighs into your hands. Inhaling a little bend in the knees. Exhale, press out straight. Inhale, a little bend. Exhale, press straight. Inhale, a little bend. And then press straight and stay. Slow and deepen your breath. Stay extended, stay awake from the inner hip to the inner foot, from the outer hip to the outer foot. Extend, inner leg, lengthen, outer leg, press. Press your thighs away, hold on with your hands. Bend your knees. And bring it in. Roll your way to a cross-legged seat. Set a block in front of you. If you need two is great. And sit with your right shin crossed in front of the left. And then move side to side. Sweep. Take your left hand to your right knee, your right hand behind you, begin to turn. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, turn. Inhaling and exhale. Until the shoulders turn, until the chin completes the turn. And then return to the center. Hands to the block, walk your seat a step back. Find the base of your pelvis on the seat. Work here or forearms. Heart through the arms. Work here or fingertips to the floor. Forehead to the block. Walk yourself up. Change the left in front of right. And side to side. Left hand to the right knee. Left hand behind, turn at the navel. Sitting tall, turn through the shoulder. Center. Hands on the block, walk your seat back. Work here. Or forearms to the block. Work here or fingertips forward, forehead to the block, outer knees reaching down into the floor. Walking up, these preliminary cross-legged folds, getting us ready so that when we're in the Kriya, when we're moving in and out, there's access. That the movement is more accessible, the muscles are ready, that the joint space is open, so that the energy we're looking to move through ourselves has already established clear channels. So now the Kriya begins, seated. And circling. The circle is small, the spine stays upright, the top of the head directly above the edge of that circle. You may innately find the direction you need, or try going the opposite way and feel which one feels like flow, which one feels like invitation. Go that way. And close your eyes and go into the flow, into the body. Pausing tall, your forehead towards your right knee.
Inhale up.
And fold toward the left knee.
And inhale up.
Sitting up tall, clarity and space, more and more. Right hand to the center of the chest, left hand on the right, turning left, turning right. Inhale left, exhale right. Elbows a little higher. Let the turn become strong. Center. Hands on thighs. Folding forward.
Inhale up.
So if this is what's right, keep this modification. Next step is hands at the shoulders, palms face down. Inhale up, exhale down. Work here or hands behind the head, palms face forward. Developing the strength and the mobility to rise up out of any density. That this life is a great gift. That there is no separation between you and the source of love that creates you every day, every moment. And that you are the agent of choosing your next breath, your next step. You are surrounded by love. You're doing it perfectly. And sit tall. Hands to thighs. Stand for love. Right. Use your power, use your strength, use your posture to stand for love. All the ways it holds you and feeds you and feels you. Hands and knees. Cat-cow when you're there. I like to put a blanket under my knees because we'll go up onto the knees in a moment. Round and release. How pliable are you willing to become? In that pliability, how possible does everything else become? Melt the walls. That invisible fence that holds dogs back. Turn it off. Be free. Move through. Good. Lift your hands. Tuck your chin, round your back. Inhale, let it get bigger. Good. One more. And we'll go straight into our frog. So choose yours. If it's simple squats, bend the knees, hands together. 21. Your pace, your breath. Or traditional frog, hands around blocks. Heels up, toes out. Turn your heels to touch and knees bend. Inhale, hips up, head down. Exhale, sit. Inhale, exhale, 16 more. Or feet parallel, hold the outer feet, bend to the knees. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, bend. Find your frog. 12 more. And done. Set your blocks, your blanket aside. The day after day we confront frog and it gets easier and it's flushing us out until our hips and ankles are easy. So traditional would be that the hands are loose, little hops, little bend in the knees, adding on if you like.
Turn your toes, turn your knees, turn your hips, turn your hands. See if you can find a little bit of hesitation or fatigue, and then just coast through it. And you get familiar with that moment of like going up over a little hill, and it's clear on the other side. Three, two, one. To stand. To stand. Breath is full and steady. There will be an upheaval. And you draw it through, you draw it up, you blow it out. And you remain. The upheaval passes, and here we are. Without reacting, without suddenly expressing that at anyone or anything, we're clear, belly down. Such a great exercise. We get upset and we lash out and we blame, but we don't need to. Left hand out. Roll to the left, roll the right knee open. Let it move through, you're safe. Roll the center, and then to the right. And then you choose. And the choosing is the power, not the reaction, it's the choosing. Hard up, roll down, the freedom. And the more we practice, the more we begin to experience a quality of freedom, a quality of play, a quality of joy that perhaps we didn't know. And then we can begin to recalibrate. What gets in the way of that? What helps to establish it? What amplifies it? Then we can begin to direct our choices. Life is a gift. Good. Find center. Roll down. Left hand out, fingertips. Left toes tuck under. Right hand back, knee bends. Reach or hold. Up and down. Exhale to the floor. Inhale to rise. Stay up. Whisper of ha. Close your mouth out your nose 10 times. To the floor. Right hand out, right toes under, left hand back to rise and descend. Inhale up and down. Rising to stay, a whisper of ha. Same breath. Close your mouth out your nose, 10. Work there, 2 hands down, resting, or 2 hands back. 10 more. To the floor. Arms out long. Wag your tail, walk your hands back, and build either kneeling with a block between your heels or 2 as needed, or seated on a chair. Both are great, thighs in parallel. Right hand behind you, left hand fist, the flat of the fist, making a figure of 8. It's snowing. And around the belly. Around the belly, down the thigh, outer and inner, as though waking it when it's been asleep.
And then the outer neck, outer throat, side of the jaw, and down to the point of your chin. Right hand, switch it up, figure 8. Helping it along, helping it along. Little thumps around the belly, and down the thigh. And then up to the right side of the throat, to the right side of the jaw, down to the tip of your chin. And take it all with you. Right to your cross-legged seat. So all these little thumps, sort of like little ignitions. And put them together in a great circle into the inner abdomen. Closing your eyes clockwise. All through you, letting everything become accessible. We're going to take it right down to the floor. Pause tall. And on your back. Left shoulder up, left knee bends, left hand fist, pull, 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 and then the right. Alternating sides. Start at your feet. 1 foot flexes, 1 foot points. Can you find that? 1 knee bends, 1 leg straight. 1 hand open, 1 hand closed. Put it all together. 1 shoulder up, 1 shoulder down. Get stronger. Walk your feet in, lift your hips, put your palms down beneath your seat. Lift your heels to tap your left and your right. 1 at a time or feet together. Knees bent or heels high, legs long. Find yours and close your eyes. There's modifications to make it possible for every body. Inhale up, exhale down. All are welcome. All bodies, all levels. Love surrounds you. You're doing it perfectly. Feel your own power. Feel your own strength. Good. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs, roll your way up, roll your way back. So this is modification number 1. Work here, or if you can, hands behind the head. Good. Work here or keep your feet on the floor. Work here, or the legs extend and stay straight. Folding forward, opening back.
coming into this movement day after day, we get just a little bit stronger. We can feel it a little at a time. Lie back, palms open, the body at rest. And feel let your breath be large and full. Spill your body onto the floor. Give it full permission to do what it knows how to do, to grow, to maintain itself, to heal. The way the brain works to fire the muscles, the way the muscles work to move the bones, the way the joints work to let that movement happen. All of it needing repair all the time. Feel all of it happening without your conscious instruction. So much wisdom in your body. On your inhalation, gather that wisdom into your spine. On your exhalation, feel it consolidate into light. Again and again, inhale the intelligence, the wisdom, the healing properties of your body that are not conscious processes but are embedded in each cell. Breathe that into the spine. Exhale, it becomes a line of light. The inhalation gathering wisdom and light, consolidating it into the spine, into the sushumna, our primary channel of energy through the body, like harvesting light, putting it to a storehouse of attention, awareness, so that we become more and more familiar with its presence. Stabilizing light, stabilizing infinity in our body. So that when we stop the activity of our mind and the breath, we can feel that stability resides within us. Pause your playlist, build an upright seat. Any extra shawl or sweater. So that you can sit tall and at ease. Hands on thighs. Eyes closed. If you need to be on a chair, set yourself up. Settle yourself into 3 easy breaths. Easy breaths. Letting them go where they will, feeling the body adjust. As though you could release any wrinkles, gaps, any texture so the breath can become smooth. And just as your inhalation gathered the intelligence of your body into your spine, take your attention outside of your body, and your inhalation will gather in the wisdom. Consider the earth as a body. Draw in the season around you, the wisdom of how the plants respond. How the earth is fallow or fertile. And breathe that intelligence in through the crown of your head, down into your abdomen. A flame, a light, and then out into the body. The breath is smooth, breathing in the intelligence of the season around you. Even the intelligence of the shorter day, the intelligence of the animals who change their behavior for that timing, that light. Breathe it in through the top of your head into the body, and then into your body. Disperse it. Breathe in the wisdom of the trees and the animals, the temperature, the change of light. Breathe in the angle of the sun. All that wisdom makes your life complete. Get a little larger. Breathe in the wisdom of our atmosphere, that which shields us, but allows in everything we require. Without the sunlight, we are nothing. Breathe in the wisdom of the sunlight, the action of the photons, the solar flares. Breathe in the perfection of the distance we are from the sun. We could actively breathe in the miraculous aspects that surround us, that create us, that sustain us. Breathe that in. Pause it in your abdomen and disperse it through your body. And then just let your attention rest in your abdomen, behind the navel. Quality of light, balance, a sense of center. Feel all the intelligence you've gathered in with your awareness begin its movement is a spiral. The way a hurricane is a spiral. The way a galaxy is a spiral. You have a multicolored spiral
abdomen, at the navel. It may be large, expanding beyond your body. It may be small and bright, like a snowflake. Invite its wisdom. Invite its harmony for the next 2 minutes. All your attention resting and receiving right in that energy. Colored spiral at the navel. Attention and your awareness at a multicolored spiral in the abdomen. It changes, it's mobile, it's moving. Forming and unforming like a clouds in the sky. Right from that spiral, reach wide and high, all the way into the atmosphere, and then palms together back down into that flame of the belly. Sweep wide. One more. Thumbs at the forehead center. Satnam, I am this. 8 count stops, 2 count nam. Inhale. Nam. Satnam. You are a part of something so vast and continually informing itself, exploring and refining. I am so grateful for this now. Have a fantastic afternoon. Think about this, that if you enjoy using the oils, what I'll do is rather than one at a time, they're going to be smaller, just 5 milliliter bottles. And what that means is you'll get 3. So for the first 40 days, the second 40 days, and the third 40 days. And that way we don't have to have the back and the forth, but we can have that established. So that should go up on the website tomorrow. Think about whether or not you enjoy incorporating these oils. You can use them not when we're practicing, but just whenever you have a sense of being out of balance, whenever you have a sense of being stuck. I want you to get out the oil that you have right now, soles of the feet, base of the spine, center of the heart. You just sort of start the day. If you want to do it when you come out of the shower in the morning, set yourself up. And it will bring to the body the essence of what we do every day. This practice is established with this blend of oils, and so it's as though you're applying the balance, the wisdom, the harmony of this sequence. The vayus is so important. So use it anytime, and think about if you'd like to. That'll be up tomorrow, and really looking forward to the year ahead. Thank you so much for today. Have a fantastic day. I'll be back tomorrow. Satnam.